Hi, and welcome again to CAD 2. Today we're going to be talking about aligning text, and we will be using dtext to do this because it gives us the ability to control the justification. The first step is going to be providing an area that we're going to justify to. In this case, we have our lines for our imaginary site drawing, and we want the text to be justified to the center points of these lines, but if we do it using this line as our point, it will be on the line or touching it, which will make it very hard to read. So the first thing I'm going to do is do an offset, and in this case I'm going to do 2 feet and hit enter for my distance, and then I'll select my object and offset in and offset out. Then I'll do the same thing to the side here. And these are just going to be construction lines, so it doesn't matter what layer you put them on, just whatever is easiest for you to remember. Then the next thing I'm going to do is type dtext, so dt, and enter, and then it gives me options, and I'm going to go J for justify. And you see that under justify there are several options. There's left, center, right, align, middle, fit, top left, top center, top right, middle left, middle center, middle right, bottom left, bottom center, bottom right. So contrary to what you would normally think, if we want the text to be centered under this bottom line, we need to say top center, so TC, because it's going to go from the top of the text, not the top of the line. So I will do TC and enter. And now it says to pick the middle point, and so I'm going to pick the midpoint, but it looks like I have that OSNAP turned off, so I need to turn it on really quickly. And there's my midpoint, and now I can go to my line and click on that midpoint, and then it says specify the height, and in your drawings you'll be given different ones. I'm going to go with 4 feet for this one, and hit enter, and then it's going to say the rotation angle. Now I have 2 options here. I could either type in a rotation angle, or I could simply drag in the direction that I want the text to go along my line, which is what I'm going to do. Now it gives me the spot to type my text, and in this assignment typically we're doing the distance under the line and the bearing above the line, so I'm going to say that this distance was 50 feet because that is what I created. And then I can hit enter and enter once more to end it because it's dtext. Next I'm going to create the text for above my line, so in that case I will do again dt for dtext and J for justify, and then this time I want it to be above this top line, so I'm going to say bottom center. Again, it sounds kind of backwards, but we're going from the bottom center of the text. So BC, enter, and I'll use the midpoint of that offset line. Again, I'm going to go for the 4-inch or 4-foot text, and I want it to rotate along my line, so I will drag it there. And then I'm going to type my distance, or my bearing. In this case, north 45. And you can either do D for degrees, or you could hold down control and do percent, or sorry, no, you don't even have to do the control, you just do percent, whoops, shift, percent D does degree symbol. It's a shortcut in dtext only. And then I can say my minutes and seconds. In this case, I don't have any, I don't believe. So I would say this, and then I would say east, because it's angling to the east in the northerly direction. And again, enter, and now you see I can go ahead and delete my construction lines, because I no longer need them. And then I have my object line with my text spaced appropriately around it. Thank you for watching.